let's speak about Clickstream, baby. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we're speaking about Clickstream, ticker symbol CLIS. This is a company we've spoken about in the past, and the main reason we have an interest in this company is because of this right here, because of an app called HeyPal. Now, if you haven't seen my original video on this company, I will put a link up in the corner right now so you can go and watch that one if you so please. Because there's a lot of juicy info in there, and I'm not really going to cover the basics today. But what I do want to do is just give an update on some of the things that have been happening, because we haven't really spoke about them for a few weeks. And obviously right now we're spending most of our time speaking about growth stocks. There's a lot of speaks of treasury yields, market crashes, recoveries, the Dow doing incredibly, tech, etc. being terrible. And it's all very repetitive, so I want to speak about something a little bit different. Now, for full transparency, I do own a position in this company. I am risk-free with 10,000 shares. I'm up something like pretty much exactly 50% as of right now. And I do plan on being long in this company. That is part of the reason I went risk-free and I sold my initial investment, is because now no matter what happens, I'm not carrying any particular risk. So if things go really well for this company, you know, I'm going to make a lot of money with zero risk. But of course, there is the possibility things could go very poorly. I mean, they're not exactly the most established in the whole world as of yet. But if things go wrong, you know, again, I'm not going to lose anything because I have my initial investment taken out. So right before we do get into the video, my friends, before we speak about some of the juicy stuff that happened literally yesterday and over the last couple of weeks, how big the growth has been, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this company, especially if you are an investor. Let me know what price you bought in at. And if you are indeed new around here, my friend, please hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of investors, baby. We're about to have some big upgrades coming to our setup on the channel. You can't see it, but behind me there is an awful lot of boxes. There is a new PC behind me. I have two 27-inch monitors. I have a new Rode Procaster mic. I have a GeForce 3090. Some of you guys know how hard it is to get your hands on them. And I actually have a log cabin coming. Trust me, we are going to take things up a notch over the next couple of weeks. If you're interested in joining my private Discord group, that is the first link in the description, my friends. In there you get access to all of my buy and sell alerts. You get access to over 50 private channels. You join a community of nearly 2,500 investors. It's a juicy community. And if you like 2 free stocks on Webull, that's the second link. So let's get into it. And what I want to point out is, if we look on the monthly chart, go a little bit further, look at a 6-month chart. So this is Clickstream, okay? And funnily enough, there was actually a lot of people invested back here for a very long time. I remember, yes, because I was looking on StockTwits, and there was a lot of people who bought this initial drive up here, and they were bag holding for a very long time, but it worked out for them in the end. And so this is kind of an example of why I wanted to stress the fact that I'm now risk-free in this company, is because upward moves like this can happen, and sometimes they can come back down very, very heavily. I want you guys to see, at 24 cents a share, this company's worth sub $20 million. And when a company's market cap is that small, it can be prone to absolutely huge volatility. But when a company's market cap is that small and they have a product that is this exciting and has an awful lot of potential, in my personal opinion, alongside great management team and great creators who know how to monetize social media apps, I think it has a lot of growth potential. But of course, only time is going to tell us that. So we got this piece of news yesterday, okay? Clickstream's HeyPal app goes live in 5 new countries, including the UK, Brazil, South Korea, Italy and Germany. And I actually got a few of you guys texting me from UK and Italy and Germany telling me that you signed up to the app, so that was pretty cool. And if that tells us nothing else, it does tell us that people are interested in at least looking at the app. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are going to sign up to this, they're going to open it once, they might never send a message, and they might never open it again. And you know, that's to be expected with these apps. But we can see some consistent growth over the last few weeks, and we are going to get into that. But one thing I want to point out before we go into the numbers we're about to look at, that was a soft launch in 5 small countries. For reference, one of them was Ireland. Ireland is tiny. Even in comparison to some of these countries here, they're getting a bit bigger. I will expect our numbers to start growing very, very quickly over the next 2 to 4 weeks if we keep getting these regular updates. So we're now live within 15 countries total, some of which are very, very large. The purpose of the HeyPal beta soft launch is to stress test the app's infrastructure and analyze these market reactions before launching globally. And this is something a lot of people were asking me, is like, why didn't they just launch the app to the world? I think they really do care about the performance of it before it launches, before it's monetized properly. So since HeyPal app was launched the initial 10 countries as part of the beta soft launch program on February 8, 2021, over 260,000 messages have exchanged and over 66,000 translations have taken place between over 7,000 members. Now, if we look into these numbers a little bit further, we see 7,000 members and 260,000 messages. Keep in mind that I'm sure a lot of people who sign up to this app, again, become relatively dormant. They won't spend too much time on there. So we can assume that, you know, the active users on here are sending a lot of messages back and forth, which would lead you to believe that they're enjoying the platform. I mean, you wouldn't stay on it if you weren't getting out of it what you wanted to get out of it. Now, I want to bring you guys back in time a little bit, okay? February 16th, Clickstream's HeyPal app reaches 50,369 messages exchanged during the first week of soft launch in 10 countries. That was February 16th. In the first 30 days, the app reaches over 200,000 messages. So they kept up that pace, which I genuinely think is fantastic. Because again, guys, keep in mind, it's not exactly a household name at this stage. I mean, if you go up to somebody and say, hey, do you have HeyPal? Most people are going to be like, what's HeyPal? So the fact that they can keep this coming in, which again is part of the founders' specialties here, is getting these members in, I would see that as a very, very positive thing personally. And now that the soft launch has expanded into 5 new countries, I fully would expect, you know, that the odds of these numbers getting even better is very high. And one more thing that I thought was quite interesting, it's not that significant, is this. Clickstream's HeyPal app reaches number 7 education app on iOS top charts in Colombia during the beta soft launch. So look, I don't know much about the Colombian app store market. I don't know if it's very competitive in regards to this, but I still do think it's quite cool that this is something that has been noticed. Obviously, it's not happening in, you know, the really big countries, etc., but it does still show that people are downloading it and there is demand. And again, I just want to remind you guys that right now, we're just waiting to see if they can execute on what we expect them to do. That really is the name of the game with Clickstream. I mean, back here, you could have played a nice swing when we started finding out about HeyPal, you know, and a lot of people did. I did to an extent because I sold half my position to get my cost basis out. But you will see, they've done it before. Up, down, up, down. Now we want to see if HeyPal can actually be the app that carries them, that can make them, you know, a lot of money and hopefully make us a lot of money. Because let's keep it real, guys. A $20 million market cap is not tiny. I know it's not very big, but it's not tiny for a company like this. And do keep in mind that when you invest in Clickstream, you're not just investing in HeyPal. There is also the WinQuick app, and there is more to come. And then one more thing I want to show you guys before we close off this video is this. Coming soon, an exciting new product is coming in the near future. And note that N, F, and T are all highlighted letters. So this is just yet again one more example of, you know, where these guys keep up to date with the times. NFT is absolutely huge right now, and these guys want to take advantage, which again, whether it works out or it doesn't, it just still fills me with confidence as an investor. These guys are always looking, you know, to stay on top. They're always looking for these new opportunities, let's put it that way. And what makes that even a little bit better is that if one product doesn't do as well as we expect, one could do better than we expect, and it could genuinely turn into a good investment. But again, guys, I want to stress the fact, it's a penny stock, it is very, very cheap, it is very high risk. No way you should put any money into this company that you're not willing to lose. That is why I went risk-free. So please don't go out and blindly invest in this company whatsoever. I mean, these guys are going to have some big swings. There's probably going to be 20% green and red days. And if you invest in them blindly, you're not going to know what to do on any of those scenarios. Whereas with me, you know, I'm chilling. I know what I'm doing. I know how much money I have in there. I know that I'm not really risking anything, so I can chill. But anyway, my friends, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me a comment down below, and please, my friends, subscribe if you're new around here. Again, if you are interested in joining that private Discord group, it is the first link in the description. And again, there's a lot of juicy information in there, my friends. Just having access to that many different investors in so many different chats, there is a lot of value in there that doesn't come directly from me. It's from all of the other guys too. And if you like those free stocks on Webull, that's the second link. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.